Hey, what's up YouTube? PC Gaming Dude here, and today I will be showing you guys how to make a giant phone box in Minecraft. Now, you can actually convert this phone box into a house, believe it or not, guys. Which, I can show you guys how to do that, after we actually make the actual phone box here itself. You can tell the phone box is a ginormous scale version, if you guys can tell. And it looks exactly like an actual phone box. Alright. So before we actually get started on this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for incredibly awesome videos every single day. And don't forget to even like this video, which that's in other words, give this video a thumbs up. And support me on Twitter via the link in the description down below. Anyway, so let's actually get started on this tutorial. So if you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some red wool, some black wool, and some glass paint. Believe it or not, those three are the only materials which you'll need to actually build the entire phone box house. Alright, just remember that, okay? However, if you're planning to build the interior, you're going to need a lot more materials, trust me. So, once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll make it right here, in this specially made red wool that has been punctured through the ground. Alright. We're going to want to start off by doing four red wool on the ground. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave a gap of 2, do another row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, like this. In total, you should have a row of 10, so let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, good. So, the entire house here is a 10 by 10, if you are looking this way. Means 10 going horizontally, and 10 going up vertically. So, you can tell what I mean, guys. Alright. So, going behind from the ends, you know which ends I mean. The outer ends, not the inner ends, but the outer ends, we want to go back from the outer ends by 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to connect those two together, like this. Alright. So you should end up with something that should look like this. Alright. Okay. Now, here's the thing that is going to be pretty difficult. Or, I should say, not really difficult, but it's going to be pretty irritating once you get this. So, what we want to do to the four corners of this square, alright, with obviously an open middle, alright, from the outer four corners, we want to go up by 19. That's right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. There you go. Alright. So just do that on the other four corners. Or actually, other three corners. I mean, so. You can also connect those together. Because that's really the other purpose which you're supposed to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There you go. Connect all those together, alright? And it should form you a box. Kind of, sort of. And that is what you're looking after. So. That. Like this, guys. This is what you are looking for. Alright? Now this will explain a lot when it comes to what I'm about to do here in just a moment. So. Alright, now what we're about to do here, guys, is that we want to go up from these two rows of 3 by 2. That's 1 and 2. Do it for the other row as well. You want to connect the top row together, like this. And this is like where we're going to start getting to the boring part. Believe it or not, guys. Alright. So we're going to do this, alright? We're going to do 2 glass pane, leave a gap of 1. 2 glass pane, leave a gap of 1. And do 2 glass pane, like this. Alright? What we want to do here is that we want to connect wherever we have the gaps of 1, we want to connect those vertically to the very top, like this. Alright. Now, since we have this row of glass here, we're going to leave a gap of 2, and we're going to go all the way around the entire telephone booth, what I like to call a telephone booth or phone box if you live in London, but I don't, so clearly we can all say phone box or telephone booth. Alright, so we want to go all the way around with your red wool going around to that section, right? Leave a gap of 3 again. Alright. And we want to go all the way around again. We want to do this leaving the gap of 3 rule, using that rule. Alright. Using that rule, and we're going to so we're just going to do that, alright? So we're going to do this until we get to the very top, which will take a moment or 2. Alright, trust me. This is a big build, so this is why I'm saying that it's going to take a moment or 2. Alright. So we got that taken care of. What we just need to do here is that at the very top, you just want to go down from the top by 1. Do a row. Alright? Going all the way around. All 4 sides. Alright? It's pretty simple on what we do here. So, like this. There we go. Now the next thing we want to do is that we want to determine where we do the horizontal rows. Or actually vertical rows, I meant. Alright? So, here's how this is going to work. So what you want to do is that you want to leave a gap of 2 from right here, 1, 2, then place a vertical row of red wool. Then leave a gap of 2 from there, and go ahead and do another vertical row. And that is about it, I do believe. Actually, no. We still got this area to do. Alright? Alright, there we go. That's the second side. Let's work on the back, alright? Using what I just said, leave a gap of 2 from the corners here. 1, 2. Then there we place the row of, the vertical row of red wool, alright? Do this to all sides, alright? And on the back, you shouldn't really do it at all, because, well, it's obviously been already figured out for you. So, like this. Now, you may recognize that over here, we have a bigger window, but here's what we can simply do. Add 2 rows back here. This will count for this other side here as well. I should have told you guys to actually do 2 rows going all the way around, but apparently I didn't, so we need to do that real quick. So that it can avoid us even more confusion later on. It can avoid it. Alright? So, you guys know the rule, so I'll finish this up here. Pick up 2. Like this. There we go. And finally, on this side, we have to do the last vertical row. Alright. So, it should look like this, guys. Alright. Alright, the next thing here is going to be pretty painful to actually think about and to do. What you want to do here is that you want to fill in the entire, all the gaps that I just made with glass pane. Right? This will take a little while, right? And I'm not saying a minute or two. Right? This will take about somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes or so, like that. It may take less, but I will do the entire front for you. Then I'll let you work on your own. Right? So. Alright, so. Like I said, it will take about 5 to 10 minutes or so. But, to be honest with you, I'm not really sure. But, it will take a little while, like I said. So. Anyway, so your telephone booth on all sides should look like this, alright? That includes the left side, that includes the right, and that includes the back, alright? I will be back in a moment once I get all of the glass pane stuff taken care of, alright? I'll be back in just one moment. Alright guys, so this is what your Phonebox house should look like once you've filled in all the glass, alright? Let's actually take off the materials bar for a moment, and let's actually take a look at this thing. So, when you see this, you should see all of the glass has been filled in at the appropriate place, alright? Including the back, the left-hand side, the right-hand side, and obviously the front, alright? So it should look exactly like this, alright? Now, here is what we are going to do next. So, what we're going to do here next, guys, is, I do know that the game's going to be a little bit glitchy for a moment, guys, so please do forgive me, because it is, I bet it is still loading. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still loading. It's a little slow, but we'll deal with it. Anyway, so the next thing you want to do is that you want to go one row, you want to do a layer that is one row above and one row outwards in relation to the original build. This one you want to have corners, alright? Well, just for a little bit, alright? In the end, we'll have to get rid of it. So, just do that real quick, and you should have something that should look like this. Right. The next thing you want to do is that you want to do on each one of the sides of your phone box. Now you can get rid of the corners. Trying to make this as round as possible, so you could just get rid of those corners. It'll make it a little bit more round, just for you, so. Anyway, so, what we can do is that we can do, starting from this left-hand corner, do an upright diagonal. Alright, start on this left-hand corner, go in by one, then do an upright diagonal from it. Do 2 more upright diagonals, that's 1, and 2. You want to go ahead and go do the exact same thing on this right-hand side. Do 3 up left diagonals, that's 1, 2, and that'll be 3. Then you want to connect it together like this. So, if you were started right here, you would connect by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you could do the 2 bottom right diagonals like that, right? You could fill the shape that you just made, you could just fill that in with black wool. This will represent the sign that will ultimately say telephone in white letters. Or you could use white wool and you could use black letters. But really, you can't really fit anything in here. You can't fit a letter in here, so you're just going to have to deal with that. Alright, on each one of the other corners, or I should say sides, we want to do the exact same thing. Alright. Now, you know the process already, alright? So, you want to do the 2 up left diagonals if you are on this left-hand side. We'll start from the right corner here. You want to go ahead and go inwards by 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be 5 here. You want to do your 2 bottom left diagonals. We'll just connect it right here, actually, believe it or not. And, ooh, I just fell off. I just fell off the sky. Yes. There we go. We're actually supposed to do 6 on the corners here, so let's just make sure we got our measurements correct. Okay, good. So we're supposed to go inwards by 6 on the sides here. So you can fill in this shape once again with black wool. Alright. A smart handy way to actually know when you are at the correct on how far you should go. You should leave a gap of 2 between this and wherever you're going to be stopping at, so that you could do your 2 bottom left diagonals. Alright. That is a handy way to actually do it. Alright, so let's just make the 2 other signs. It will be good. So this will be 5. Do our bottom left diagonals. There we go. Fill this in with black wool. There we go, like that. That's the back. Then we could do the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we could do our bottom left diagonal like this. And then we can finally just fill this in with black wool. And then I'm going to tell you guys what to do next. Alright? This next thing will be a little bit complicated at first, but I'll tell you what to do. So, you should have something that should look like this. Alright? And if you just heard that, that was my phone. So, sorry about that, guys. What you want to do here is that you want to, wherever you see, hang on. That's just Facebook. Alright? So, you want to, wherever you see, like, for example, over here, wherever you see a gap, you want to fix that gap with whatever is that you need to fix here. So, for instance, it will be right here, for example. Alright, it does look a little bit weird, trust me, guys. It will look a little bit weird. Here is the smart thing you could do here. Do that. But that'll just mess up the thing, so we'll just honestly do this. It will do it to all the sides that we possibly have that needs gaps fixed already. So you should have some that should look like this. All of this should be equal, alright? It should be like a square, but with, like, more circle-ish, if you think about it. So, this is what you should have by now. Alright? The final step to the build is to fill this in with your red wool. The top is what I'm meaning. And then we will worry about the interior, alright? The interior we will worry about here in just one moment, whenever we get this thing taken care of. Which, apparently, it froze up a bit. But it's fine. But it is fine, because I'll say this is a pretty big computer that I'm using here. So, anyway, this is what you should have. Alright. I know it does look a little bit different, or actually I should say weirder on the ends here, but overall it looks good, because it is actually supposed to be here. Alright, well, whatever I got is actually what it is supposed to look like. And hence, guys, I have gotten this Phonebox idea from Pinterest. Alright, if you want to follow me on Pinterest, there will be a link in the description. So, anyway, let's actually take care of the interior. So, for the interior, we're going to need some cobblestone. We'll need some oak wood stairs. And, well, I guess we'll stick with that for right now. Alright. Oh, and we will need some doors, alright? Where are the doors? Okay, there it is. So, first thing we want to do is that we want to have some doors, alright? Now, obviously, we will not need torches because there are glass windows everywhere. So that reduces the chances of needing. That reduces the chances of having some torches. First step you want to do is that you want to rip out this grass floor here and replace it with cobblestone. Alright. Or you can replace it with oak wood planks. It doesn't really matter, but my design will specifically feature floors made out of cobblestone. It's just me, right? But obviously, you could use any floor plan that you have, like block of quartz, for example, block of iron. It doesn't really matter. The possibilities are endless, so let's just replace this with cobblestone. And we will do the next step, and plan this out, Alright, Alright, I guess this will take a second or two, I should say, Alright, there we go, guys. We got the cobblestone floor taken care of. Alright, now, you may be asking yourself, how do we exactly figure the floor plan here? Alright. No, not clear. Alright. So, what will be in the middle here of the first floor, there will be a fountain, alright? Now, I have designed this, alright? I should say, not that other house, just in my mind, alright? So, we are going to make a good fountain foundation, like this. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but I used the cobblestone slabs for a reason. Then we could go on to use block of quartz, alright? And we'll also need some water. But you got to be careful here, guys. Because if you are planning to make your fountain, you need to make sure that the water does not go over the cobblestone slabs. Alright. My particular design is that I use some block of quartz, go up in the mill by 3, then add some water on top. And that should probably help it out a bit. That makes a really good fountain, guys. So, the next thing we are going to do is that we're going to make the second floor, alright? Now, I have designed the second floor to be wherever the second row of glass begins here. So, this is going to be where the second floor is. Alright? Now, there are actually 4 floors to this entire building. Alright? I know it does seem like a lot, but... So, on the second floor is going to be where the kitchen and the living room will be. Essentially, this is a big house itself. Alright? The third floor will consist of the bedroom, and the top here will be where the attic is. I know, normally attics will have windows, but in this particular design, I have allowed it. So, anyway. So, right over here is going to be where the stairs will be at. So, start from over here, alright, wherever it just broke in, which is on the right-hand corner here. We want to start with an oak wood stair. Then, we would go ahead and go do some oak wood stairs, go a diagonal, alright? Like this, guys. Now, what you will honestly also need is you'll need some oak wood planks. Because back here won't be real much, I think, so. I just passed it. Very nice. More work for me. So, you want to go ahead and fill in this area here, where I would just place the oak wood stairs with oak wood planks. Alright? You also want to place some oak wood fence here. Alright? So how this will work is that these will connect to the ground. Alright? To kind of form like, I would say, truss. Is probably the best word to actually explain it. But you should have something similar to this. Alright? Now, let's actually go up the stairs and let's actually worry about the kitchen. Alright? So, all I do want to tell you is that it consists of furnaces and some chests. Alright? We'll probably have some snow. But we will also need some cobblestone. Will cobblestone monster eggs work? I'm just surprised. Okay, good. Alright, so. Anyway, guys. I do believe we will need some more materials, but don't worry. I will be back in just one moment once I get some more plans figured out. Alright, guys, I got some more plans. Now, as you can see, I had laid down what will happen over here. So, on this second floor here, you can tell that I had just recently made the, you can tell here that I did the cobblestone, and I used snow and black carpet to make a checkered black and tile floor up here. That is exactly how it's going to work here, alright? So first of all, let's make the kitchen, alright? To make the kitchen, we're going to need some furnaces. We'll need some chests, alright? Well, duh, we need chests. That is going to be like, you could say a fridge, but we're going to keep the chest, actually. Then there is going to be some block of iron involved in this build. Some iron trap, or, excuse me, one trapdoors we need. We may actually not need one trapdoors, guys. We can just grab some buttons, alright? So, alright. Oh, and we will need some oak wood planks. Alright, so, here's how this is going to work. Over here, wherever I just dug out this area, if you guys could see, right over here. And apparently, I forgot that I was building over here, so. And I have very bad coordination, destroying related thing. So, let me go grab some glass pane. Because I broke actually 2 windows here. One over here and one over here. And let me replace this area with right wool. There we go. Alright, we're actually ready to begin. So, over here, this is going to be where you're going to place your oak wood planks. Like this. Alright. When you come in here, though, we're going to have 2 furnaces right here. And then we will have a chest right about over here. Alright. So, and then obviously where we're going to get out is right over here. And believe it or not, we can actually replace this piece here with some snow. Alright. Alright. Anyway. So, that's how it's going to work. Okay. The next important thing that we're going to make is a TV, alright? Now, this TV will be placed right about, so, where I actually designed this TV is to be made out of cyan hard clay, some black wool, and some buttons. There we go. Where I designed this TV to be located is I designed it to be located just about here. Alright, and oh, we will need some oak wood stairs and some lime hard clay as well. Just remember that. So let's figure out where the let's figure out where the chair will be. The chair will be right here, And beside it, we're going to be having some lime hard clay, like that, alright? Where we designed to have the TV is in front of this. So, only thing I could tell you is that the black wool will be like this. Alright. Surrounding it would be some... Surrounding it will have some cyan hardened clay. Alright, like this. So. There we go. It's a pretty wide enough TV, alright. We will add some buttons here. One for the power. We're going to have to destroy some of these blocks. Power. On both sides here of the black wool. Alright. And that will pretty much give us that, alright. That's pretty much the, that's like a kitchen and the living room combined. And obviously, if we want, actually, never mind. We may not have time to do that. Next thing we could do is that we can go, transverse upstairs here. And where you want to stop the, so where you want to start is right here, So that way, when you get up, you could just simply go on the second floor, so. Then, we're going to transverse upstairs, and how you can tell we've gotten to the correct area of, well, stairs, I should say, is that you will need some cobblestone, and, actually, that's gravel. We do not need gravel. Alright. Take out your cobblestone, and we are going to, wherever you see the third row of cyan, or I should say, wherever you see the third row of windows, this is what you're looking for, the windows, okay? So on the third row of windows, below it is some red wool. At that row, you want to fill this area in with some cobblestone. This will help us out here in a little bit. Alright. Alright. Sorry about that. My doll was actually chewing on my shoe, so I had to try to stop it. Alright. So. Alright, so how you want to tell you are at the good height for your build is that, we can actually get some black carpet. Unfortunately, my thing does not work because it got unactivated. So, I cannot do that. Or I should say my mouse does not work correctly, so that's all I can tell you there. Is that my mouse does not work correctly, so. Anyway. So let's actually transverse upstairs, alright. We will have to destroy a further 7 rows to do this. And once we reach up here, we are actually good. So that's how it's going to work up here. A little bit different than what I had last time, but the reason for that, well, exactly, so. Anyway, we are up here, so this is what we're going to do for the upstairs portion. Well, the third upstairs, like, the third floor, I should say. So simply, what I designed here is for these 2 windows areas to be bedrooms, So, what we're going to do here is, excuse me guys, there we go. Dog's killing me here. So, we're going to go ahead and go grab some beds. Anyway, I guess there was something addictive that the dog wanted to eat. Probably a chemical or something like that. Either way. So, anyway, we're going to go grab some beds. We're going to go ahead and go grab the paintings. Alright, if it's possible. Alright. Next thing we will also grab is some chests. we will grab some beacons. And finally, we'll go ahead and go grab some oak wood planks, just to make it better. Alright. So anyway, where I've designed the beds to be, is that I have designed them to be, right about here. So, we're going to extend out from this area by 3. 1, 2, 3. You can tell right here. So, you want it to be right here. Go extend out from the oak wood planks by 3, like that. You want to extend to the right by 3 and connect back. Place beds right in those 2 areas. Or like that area 4. Like that. We want to have a painting right above here. Probably not that big. But we would just like to have one on each side. Again, preferably a 1 by 1 would work. That's preferably what we want. Anyway. So, the next thing here is that we're going to put some chests. We're going to place a chest right about here. So, chest right there, and right there. So, then we are going to add some beacons. Alright. So, there we go. Alright. So, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much your bedroom complete. The only thing we need to do here is add a TV. I know you think this is already complete, but believe it or not, most houses now these days have TVs in their bedrooms, so that's my belief. So we need some sign harm clay, some black wool, and some buttons. Alright. Duh, we need buttons. So we're going to surround this area right here. We're going to surround this area by making a row 4 in front of the bed. Alright. We're going to go up by 2 and do something like this. Alright. Go with those 2 with black wool and add 2 buttons right there. That's pretty much how you make my TV, I guess. Well, my TV is a full screen. I should say widescreen TV. You heard what I said, widescreen TV. So, anyway, that is pretty much everything here. So, and one final thing we're going to be doing here is that we're going to add some oak wood fence. This is to prevent people from falling off. Alright. You know what I mean, falling off, right? Falling off and breaking your neck, kind of deal. You do not want that. So, that is why we are going to add some oak wood fence, but leave one gap right here. In this particular example, right here, is how we're going to do that. On the second floor, however, we do it like this. Right here, until right here. There we go. So, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much everything you need to have complete. But if you do realize here, we just made a mistake. Really, the chests should actually be under the stairs. Right about, I guess here, actually. That worked just as fine, so. Alright guys, once you got those adjustments made, that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much your phone booth house 100% fully completed. Alright. So, if you got to this point, you have just completed your house. Alright. This actually took a lot of work into making, because, well, obviously the interior, I try to make it as detailed as possible, and I actually spent a lot of time actually building the entire Phonebox house itself. And it took some extra time because of the interior. Obviously, well, duh, it does. Anyway, so that, like I said, is pretty much complete, just for you guys. So if we take a look, and let's just pretend you have built this in a city like New York City or Atlanta, London, or something like that, and you have a lot of money. Let's just say we go into the house here, and what we see is a magnificent fountain here. Then we go, and then we go upstairs, and then we see we have a kitchen, complete with furnaces and a chest. Alright. And something else we could do is that we can add a fridge, but let's just say this chest is, well, chilled. So, alright, that's where the food will be stored. Alright. And when we go over here, we have a TV. That's right, a TV complete with a chair. And then, finally, we go upstairs here, and we find a nice, perfect bedroom complete with the TV as well. Alright. And that is the entire house itself here, guys. So, there we go. That is the Phonebox house, guys. If you like this tutorial, please give this video a like. Alright, thumbs up, in other words. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for incredibly awesome videos every single day, and you'll never miss another video again. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and see you guys next time in another awesome